Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kai and today's video is not a makeup tutorial or a get ready with me, but simply a breakdown about foundation. I'm going to start off talking about the one foundation that I've been getting a lot of questions about on my Instagram, Facebook, and in my inbox. I'm getting a lot of questions of what am I wearing and why does it look like I'm not wearing anything, or even when I'm not filtering my pictures, why it looks flawless. And the foundation I've been using is NARS, and it's the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I'm in the shade medium/dark 2 in Tahoe. And this is NARS' new formula that they just came out with. And I'm actually, this morning I put on the NARS foundation on my hands. I also put on my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which I'm in the shade NW40. And I put two drugstore brands as well, the Maybelline Fit Me, and this is the older formula, not the Poreless or the new one that's dewy. And this is in the shade 315. And I also put on CoverGirl's True Blend in the shade D2, which is dark 2, and it's actually called Sun Beige. I applied it to my hand this morning. I'm not sure if you can see, but I applied it with a primer, and I'll get into later why we use a primer. I put a primer because I wanted to show you how I would usually wear it and how it wears throughout the day. I have the CoverGirl, then I have the Maybelline Fit Me, then I have the MAC, and on this end I have the Luminous. And you'll be able to see exactly what happens throughout the day, which is why if you're going to splurge on anything, whether you're beginning or if you've been in makeup for a while, you definitely want to splurge on your foundation. It's kind of like building a house. You can make it out pretty as you want to, but if the foundation is horrible, your house is going to just cave in. When you're putting on a foundation, you definitely want to treat any kind of skin imperfections that you have so that way it goes on flawlessly. Now I have huge pores, so what I use as my primer is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and I just kind of use that to fill in my pores. And another analogy for why I use this is kind of like if you're going to paint a wall and there's holes in the wall, you want to first of all fill in all those holes. You want to make sure you have a clean slate, so you do put on a primer, so that way when you paint it over, it looks wonderful and it looks also flawless as well. Same thing with painting your nails. You buff out your nails first, make it smooth, then you will put on a base coat, the color, and the top coat to seal in that. And my top coat for my face, you can use a setting powder, which is basically a loose powder or a pressed powder, and that's just to set your foundation if you use liquid or if you use cream, or you can use a setting spray. And I'm using Urban Decay makeup setting spray in Chill. Now when you go out to buy these things, I would suggest you buy it according to your skin type. I have drier skin, so I wouldn't get anything that's going to be completely matte, and matte just means where there's no shine. So I would get something that's gonna bring a little shine to my face. Now, if you see that your skin is a little bit oilier or shiny, you'd want to get something that's more matte. And I do know that Maybelline has a new foundation that's Fit Me, but they have the Poreless Matte and the new Dewy one. So if you have oily skin, I would suggest getting the Poreless Matte one. But as you can see on the pictures that I showed you, that the NARS, it looks like almost airbrushed makeup, and the drugstore, from the CoverGirl to the Fit Me, it looks a little bit more ashier on picture because throughout the day it what we call oxidizes, which is when the air hits it, after a while the formula kind of changes and it can make your face alter in color. So you want to also make sure that you are applying it correctly and making sure that you got the right color, so when it does change color, it melts in. So for some people, if you know it's going to oxidize, get a shade darker or two and then when it oxidizes, it might show up a little lighter and it will blend into your skin perfectly. So that's why I usually get, well, I didn't know when I bought the CoverGirl because I was just starting out. But when I got the Fit Me, I got like a shade or two darker than my skin tone, so that way when it oxidized, it was closer to my skin tone on my face. But with the NARS and the MAC, they are pretty much true to color. And I honestly, between the two expensive brands, I would get the NARS, and I will tell you why. Because with the, first of all, it's more cost effective. With the MAC, you do not get the pump. They will try it on you and they will pump and they'll tell you, oh, all you need is a pump and a half to fill your face. Well, how would you know that unless you buy the pump separately? So that's going to be an extra $20 just for the pump alone. And with the NARS, it comes with the pump, and honestly, I just use one pump and I can do my whole face. Okay. Now, if there's any other questions you guys may have for me about my foundation routine or my skin routine or how I apply, you can definitely leave that in the comment below. And if you want me to do a spotlight on any other type of product, just leave the request down below and I definitely will get to it.